Hello everyone and a warm welcome to this video. In this video I will be speaking to you about all the papers that I have written. I will be describing what was my aim when doing the paper, whose idea was it, and what new things I learned over the course of writing the paper. I know that 14 papers is an abnormally high amount, but that was how I was doing things over the course of my undergraduate degree. In the first year, obviously, I did not know what is a paper, how to write a paper, what is the importance of having papers in your CV. So, after my third semester, I actually became very serious about it. And if you want to know more about the importance of having at least one or two papers in your CV, I had made a video last time about 4 things that you can do to build a better CV. You can watch that video. The link for that video is somewhere here and also in the description. So now let's begin. Hello everyone. So this is a list of all the papers that I have written. So the first paper is also the latest paper, and the aim to write this paper was to gain some experience on the selection of biomaterials, and this was my idea. I had to work with people from the biomedical department of my college also. I had to take their help, and an online presentation was given for this paper at a conference organized by IIT Indore. It has been published with Elsevier. So this paper is an output of the work that I have done during my internship at MNIT Jaipur, and I basically got to apply the optimization methods that I knew about, and laser assisted jet electrochemical machining is a very specific method being used for the machining of very specific materials. And this is also my only paper and my first paper which has been published in an unpaid journal. Next, we move on to the third paper. So, this paper was my idea, and optimization of machining processes is always done by taking the outputs, but I developed some logic by which I was able to optimize based on the inputs. So, I had given an online presentation for this paper at a conference organized by SRM Ghaziabad, and it has been published with Springer. The fourth paper was really an average paper. This was a joint venture between me and my friend, and then we had to take the help of 2 other students as well. Basically, we had a field trip to a specific factory in the outskirts of our city, and we got to observe how the various kinds of balls used in various sports and games are being manufactured, and we knew that something known as reconfigurable manufacturing systems exists. This concept is taught in the fourth year to mechanical engineering students, and we wrote a paper. Then we move on to this paper. So this paper took help of some of the knowledge that I had gained during my internship at MNIT, and this was my idea. So we basically optimized the end milling of Inconel 825 by using multiple optimization methods, and then we just had a general comparison of which optimization method is the best. This paper also was a joint venture between me and 2 of my friends, and then we had to take help of some other people as well. So 6R paradigm, or the 6R concept, is a concept being used in the area of environmental awareness or environmental impact of manufacturing, and we applied that concept to the automobile industry. and I had given an online presentation for this paper. This paper, as you can see over here, modal and static analysis. So this was very heavy in terms of the ANSYS software that was used. Mechanical vibrations is taught to mechanical engineering students in the third year, and those concepts we had used over here. And I got to learn a lot from this paper, that the actual process of doing analysis, of effectively using any analysis software, like it could be MATLAB, it could be ANSYS, is not easy as it looks. One of my friends had given the online presentation for this paper. This paper here was basically the paper written for the mini project of finite element analysis. This was my idea over here. I had read about the stiffener plates, where they have been used, how do they improvise a structure, how do they allow for the efficiency of the structure to increase. And we had actually gone to Andheri railway station in Mumbai and taken the measurements of the supporting structure that they were using. We built a scale model, and then we did linear and non-linear analysis for with and without the stiffener plates. This paper over here is the paper for the final year project for me and my team. So what we had done was end milling of Inconel 825, but we had also included a micro hardness part. This paper was basically done at COPEN, which is a very famous conference in India for mechanical and materials engineering. It was organized at IIT Indore, and I had gone there to give the presentation. I also got to listen to a lot of the lectures given by extremely successful scientists. They had come from countries like US, Israel, Japan, and Russia. And yes, I got to learn about a lot of new things. This paper over here was basically my idea, where I had learned about a few concepts in mechanical vibrations and how the safety of machine systems is very important when you have revolving shafts in those machines. And I also knew the basics of Arduino. So yeah, I took the help of two juniors, and yeah, we wrote a paper about it. We actually made a miniature Arduino system which could basically represent the actual mechanical system. And yeah, so this basically exposed me a lot to how basic electronics work. So this paper over here, I had to work with electrical engineering students. Now all electrical engineers know what a bus bar is, and it's often very important to understand what is the maximum temperature a bus bar is reaching, and the weight of the bus bar also becomes very important if the bus bar is a part of a moving system like an electric vehicle, for example. So yeah, we had to use ANSYS electrical, ANSYS thermal, and we had to work on it. This paper over here also was my idea. This paper exposed me to a lot of the areas about the material science discipline, and I'm really passionate about this area. I still read a lot about this area, that all the materials that we are using, how efficiently are they being used, how much of them are we wasting, how much of them are we recycling. So yeah, this is a paper that's very unique. This paper here also was my idea, and I did not know much when I wrote this paper. So yeah, this is really an average paper over here. And piezo resistance basically is that when you apply force on a material, the electrical resistance of that material changes. A Chinese scientist based in the US had developed this concept, and I had described a few potential applications that would be very useful. This paper over here is my first paper. I've always wanted to learn about biomaterials, and I had basically given applications of various materials used to make bone staples, and also some materials which can be used to manufacture bone staples. So yeah, this is it. This is the list of all the 14 papers that I have written. I hope this list inspires you to write one or two papers of your own. Thank you. A big thank you to you if you have been watching this video until now. If you think that this video has helped you in any manner, give the video a like. If you want to suggest any topic that I must make a video on, or if you want to give feedback on this video, leave a comment in the comment section. By that manner, I can have some engagement with my audience. And also, it is going to help me enormously if you subscribe to my channel. And do not forget to squeeze the bell icon, so whenever I make a video and upload it, you are immediately notified. Thank you.